Good morning, all. Wait for 2 more minutes. I'm going to share my screen. Just check it. So, presentation, PowerPoint presentation for this unit is shared on screen. Just go and check. Okay, let's start. Yesterday, we gone through syllabus content of this subject and some introductory part. What actually management contents are for your syllabus and what actually it is, what is need of project management and all. Also, we discussed some advantages of project management. So, up till now, this is all about project management, but the subject is all about information technology project management. So, all those are projects which are going to manage is from information technology. So, benefits are like that, right? So, those are some benefits that we discussed yesterday. That is, what all advantages are there for project management, which is better control and financial and physical and human resource and all. That all we discussed yesterday. Right? So, today we are going to see about introduction of project management. So, what all things are there in project management. So started with what actually project is. Project is nothing but see when we are when you are trying to attempt something or with some goal uh, for anything that means for any product for any service, then that whole thing is something called project, right? So definition is given on screen that a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. This is all uh, is included. If you do something for all this, is something called project. So all procedures for creating any product or if you are providing a service, and that is the procedures are referred as or the task that you are performing for that is something called project, right? So this is what a project means when you want to achieve something. uh, Now what you want to achieve is given by your client, which is important, right? So uh, every time need not to be that goal is given by client, that if you are having your product, then goal is given by your management also, right? So there is difference between service and product, right? Product can be primarily hosted by you also, or that idea is given by client also, right? So this is about a project. Now, what could be there in a project? Uh, See, if you want to create a smartphone application with your team, then and you want to sell it online, that could be your project. Even uh, any company, any manufacturing company wants what you call automation system that is called enterprise marketing, enterprise resource planning system, then that whole thing is called as project. If they want their process uh, or procedures to be streamlined using software, then that whole thing is called a project. Even if take an example, your exam system. See, if you want to if college want to upgrade their system, exam system online, in that case they create for that infrastructure, they created software, and all stakeholders are included in that. So that is something called that's whole thing is called a project. So this is all about project. So those all are example, right, about project. So anything that with a specific goal you complete, you achieve that goal, you're trying to achieve that goal, then that whole thing is called project. Now success and failure is depends on how you can manage those things, right? So for that reason we require a project management. So this is all about project, right? So projects are so many, you can complete, you can have a project in so many areas, right? So there are so many areas you can have your project for that. Now what uh, what all attributes are there in project, right? So see, attributes have rather attribute depends on shape and size of project. So it what size of project is, what all things are included in that project depends on that. Those attributes are dependent, right? So on your screen you can see some attributes are there, that is a unique purpose, then temporary, require resources often from various areas, should have a primary sponsor or a customer, and in more uncertainty. So started with attributes. See, every project should have its unique purpose. That what that doesn't what that means is it should have a specific objective, or you should specify a goal for that project, right? So anyone can specify a goal for a project. If any company wants a software system for them, for their enterprise, then they also give you a what do you say, purpose, a unique purpose, that is something called a goal. So you should have a well defined goal or objective for your project, right? Then if they find that if that purpose or that goal is unique, then you can have that project uh, with your team, right? So this is something called uh, a project has unique purpose. The next is a project is temporary. What that means is, see, yesterday I told you about scope, right? So every project has uh, boundaries, right? Every project has boundaries, and there is, see, every project has a defined start and defined end. So they call it as temporary, right? So if every project is collaborate with the start and end, then you have a rather defined time span for that. So we call it as every project is temporary. Then next is uh, see, next one additional is a project is developed using progressive elaboration. Right, a project is developed using progressive elaboration means, see, we set a goal for your project. Then after you are starting with your project, sometimes most of the times so many things have changed, right? So at that time you need to specify the things, right? So that is something called progression, right? Say suppose progression in the sense what, if I want to decide a scope, what should be boundaries for a project, if I want to decide, in that case uh, we require, what we say, we require uh, overall requirement from client side, right? So but client doesn't understand the thing. So if we want to collect a requirement, no, from our side, what we have tried to do is extract those requirements. If client doesn't understand the things, no, extract those requirements. That means what? You want to prepare something which will gather the information for requirement. That means, suppose uh, they are unable to give you information, then you prepare a questionnaire for uh, those users from clients, and collect information from them. Or otherwise, you go at that site physically and observe what they are doing. So such kind of things are there which are additionally. So this is something called progression. You when you want to develop a project, you need to add some things in between when you start that project. Okay, next is a project require resources, uh, and those resources are from various areas. Just like, see, if we are having our if we are having our IT project, then there are so many things involved. That means if we are doing for marketing company, then from that marketing company, users from project division, users from marketing division, sales division, even from purchase division, all are included in that. Even if you are completing, if you are trying for IT project, then IT has so many things involved. That is hardware, software, other assets are there. So all are included in a project resource. So it should have so many things included in that, or various areas are there, right? Even suppliers are there, even customers are there. So those all things are included in that thing, right? Next is uh, should have a primary, or project should have a primary customer or sponsor. Uh, Now, customer is a thing where any party which are included or which are given you a objective, and a sponsor is given you, rather sponsorer, a customer is also called as sponsorer, or sponsors are different and customers are different. Even sponsors are usually give you funds for your project, and even they are given you a direction for your project, right? So customers are those who are actually using your project, right? So it should have sponsors as well as customer. The next is uh, next attribute is it involve uncertainty. That means what? See, it interlinked with your first attribute. That means first attribute is it is unique. If it is unique, it has some uncertainties in it, right? So you have to tackle it out. So what is the easy way to clear this out is you should have a clear objective, and you should properly estimate how long it will take and what actually its cost is. Then only you can have or you can remove these uncertainties, right? And also one more important thing is, if you have a good or experienced project manager with vast knowledge area, then also you can minimize such uncertainties from your project, right? So project manager's role is important in that. So this is all about attributes. So what all attributes are there for project? First is unique purpose, then temporary, then progressive elaboration, then it requires resources from various areas, then it should have a primary sponsor or customer, and it involves uncertainty. So this is all about project attributes. So those are some sample IT projects. Just go through it. Okay. So this is about, okay. So this is all about IT project. Now, next point is project constraints. So, what all constraints are there for a project, right? So, it has triple constraint, right? This project has triple constraint. What all there's a one is scope, then time and cost, right? So, those this is important. Actually, project has triple constraint. Sometimes it has even in current scenario it has quadruple constraint. Quadruple means there are four areas where you need to look it out, right? In triple constraint, scope, time and cost is there. In quadruple, all three are there, plus quality, which is a major issue nowadays, and where customer look at that quality. So this is also added in current scenario, but in your syllabus the triple constraint are there. So every project is constant and those three things. What you need to do is you need to balance on those things, right? Scope, time, and cost. If you balance on those three things, then only you can complete your project properly. Now about scope, I already given you idea about scope is scope means what work will be done for a project, uh, or a unique project. That means it has a boundary, right? You need to set a boundaries for your project. Time means what time span it takes to complete, right? So you need to prepare a schedule according to time. And last one is cost. Cost is nothing but what budget that you have allocated by your management and how you are going to complete in that budget. If some changes happens, what you will do for that. So this is all there in scope, time and cost. So you need to balance the things for this triple constraint, and who is responsible for this is obviously a project manager. So it's project manager's duty to open those triple constraint, right? uh, that means what, if suppose we need to balance it out is, if suppose any project has a scope, time and cost triple, then if that project scope is so much important for you, then you need to complete that project with all the things included into scope. That means you need to increase your budget, you need to increase that cost, then only you can manage that scope and time. In another case, if suppose cost is a major factor, that means whatever budget that you have given from your management or from your sponsor, then you need to set a scope again, or you need to limit that scope again and time again to meet the cost goal. That is something called you need to balance the thing, right? So this is about triple constraint, and this is a project management constraint. If you want to successfully complete your project, then you need to meet all those things, right? Then only you can mm, reach up to your goal, right? And one more important is you need to satisfy your project customer or sponsor, right? So this is also added into that, right? Scope is important, cost is important, time is also important, and also project customer should be satisfied. Whatever requirement are there from customer side, that should be made by your side, right? So this is about a project constraint. So who is responsible to meet that goal is overall project manager. So project manager is there, which is going to assign resources, even he is going to take care of budget, time, rather schedule, all should included in that, right? So project manager is responsible for all such things, right? To meet a scope, cost and time goal, and even satisfy project sponsor. So those are some statistics on your screen. Some statistics are there. That means before project management and after project management, what all improvements are there in project success. Just go through those statistics and you will understand the importance of project management. Just go through those statistics. Okay. So this is all about project success. Those are statistics given by the standard report, that is which are there in one report, what is called standards group report, and they show some improvement after using this project management terminologies for a project. Success rate is given in those statistics. Okay. So why improvement is there in project success also is there on your screen. Okay. So this is about project. So what actually till now we covered is what actually project is, uh, what all has to be considered as project, then what all attributes of projects are there, then project constraint, and then project constraint diagram, that is project uh, triple constraint diagram, right? So this is all about project. Now a subject is project management. So what actually is project management? So project management, the definition for project management is on your screen. So what is project management is? See, all you should manage all those things which are required for project. And what all those things are required is, see, knowledge about the things, then skill which are there, then tools and technique, right? So uh, to carry out a project activity, what you need to manage is knowledge, skill, tools, and technique, right? And then important is whatever you have in your scope or whatever requirements are there from client side, you should meet at least those requirements. So using those four things, that is knowledge, skill, tools, and technique, you need to meet the goal which are given by customers. So this is something called or project activity. This is something called project management. So definition is the application of knowledge, skill, tools, and technique to project activity to meet project requirement. Now who will give you project requirement is a sponsor or a customer, or in case of a new project or a unique project, in that case the company which is trying for that project is also given the scope, right? So what is important in project management is, or the role of project management is vast in this thing, right? So he must have stick to, or he must have specific things with scope and time and cost, right? So those three things or triple concept should be meet and while completing the project. Also project manager should stick with quality also, right? So quality goals are also met. Even project manager should, what we say, also involved in um, giving you what, see, every team which is working on that project, all those what we say employee, or those people which are involved in this project activity has their own expectation, has their own needs. So project manager has to complete those need and expectation of from development team also. So this is also important in case of project management. So it is applied, this project management is applied in different disciplines. Like disciplines are there in your on your screen, that is IT, construction, finance, sports, event planning. There are so many um, what you say disciplines are there where you can apply this project management. Even in construction, even in medical field also this can be applied, right? So those skills which are there from project management can help in your everyday life also. So this is important and point to be noted, right? Project management skill can help in everyday life also. Now next is project management framework, right? So on your screen, the diagram is about project management framework. See, outside a box at left corner, there are stakeholders. Those stakeholders have their needs and expectations, and inside box you get a nine knowledge areas, right? Nine knowledge areas. Using some tools and technique, you need to complete your project. So you must have understand about those core functionalities or core knowledge areas which is going to facilitate your project. So using some software tools and technique, you can you can complete your project and give it to your customer, right? So this is all about the framework which are there in as a project management framework, right? So what all there in framework is stakeholders are there, the knowledge areas are there, and then some tools and techniques are there, and then project portfolio, right? So we'll see one by one all those things. We'll see one by one all those things. So started with project stakeholders. So stakeholders uh, are simply a people that are involved in your project activities, right? So stakeholders are simply not only people that are involved, even though you can say the people who are affected by this project are also a stakeholders, right? So if I'm having a ERP system, then those who are working on that, the users, those who are working on that ERP systems are stakeholder, as well as the supplier for that company also are treated as stakeholders. Even some companies are treated their customers as stakeholder, even though they are outside the ERP system. So stakeholders are like, or you can say, those who are involved in supply chain, right? Supply chain is the end-to-end chain from where your products start, that is means from raw material till your finished good, right? So this is something called supply chain. So all those things which are involved in a project, or those who are affected by the project, are called as stakeholders, right? So this is something called a stakeholder, right? So you need to meet their expectations and need, right? So when you meet their expectations and needs, then and then only your project has completed successfully. So started with stakeholder includes, first is the project sponsor, or and a project team. So first is project sponsor. No. Project sponsorer is those who are going to pay for your project, is project sponsor, right? One more thing, am I audible to all? No? If anyone has a problem of voice, or I'm not audible to, then just message me. Right? I'll wait for 2 minutes. Just message me if I'm not audible. Okay, no one responded. Next, so project sponsor. The project sponsor would be the, see, those who are going to pay for your project are project sponsor. Now, take an example of constructing a building. Uh, in case of constructing a building, the customer or the person who are paying for their home is called a project sponsor, right? So you need to pay a cost for to a contractor uh, who are going to complete their house, right? Even if suppose one more addition is, if I have a if I want to construct a building, or if I want to construct a house, and if I have a loan, in that case, the bank which is going to give a loan to me is also a sponsor for other side, right? That means for a contractor, the person who is going to own that home, as well as that bank which is going to give a loan, is a sponsor, right? So those two things are different, right? Customer and sponsor. So if I want a house, and I'm having a loan from a bank, in that case customer is a owner, is also a sponsor, as well as the bank which is given you a loan is a sponsor, right? So this is about project sponsor. Then next is project team. Project team includes, see, the contractor is going to build a that house, right? So who all are there in the team? See, the example which is taken is constructing a house, right? So I'm going with that same example for all those stakeholders, right? So in that team, those who are working on that construction, even electrician, carpenter, all those are working on that construction site, all are there as a team member, right? So those all should also or you may I mean to say a project manager should take care of their needs and expectations also, right? Whatever they require, whatever material equipment for construction they require should be given to them, then and then only they can complete a what do we say construction. And they have a dependency. See, even though construction even though walls are until walls are not completed, a carpenter cannot work for a cabinets to build, right? So there's a interlinked things, right? So those so the coordination in between the team is more important in case of a project team, right? So all in case, when you want to complete a project, the coordination in between teams are more important. The next is project manager. Okay, meeting will end in 5 minutes. Okay, so project manager is what we say in your example, a contractor is a project manager, right? So he'll take care of all the things, right? Projects, those who are working in under team and all. Then support staff. Support staff is uh, the support staff which are therefore contractor, which are given you administrative assistance, is also a stakeholder. Then suppliers, all the things required for constructing a building. So suppliers given you those things. So suppliers is also treated as stakeholder in that case. Even though opponent is most important thing. Opponent is also considered to be a stakeholder for any project. Just like no, what is our example is constructing a building. So neighbors are also your stakeholders because they might have opposed to your project, right? So famous example is Sachin Tendulkar. Will meet all his neighbors before starting construction of his house, right? So he'll create a rapport with their neighbors, and uh, workers started after he'll meet all his neighbors, right? And he'll convince them about the construction. So those all are stakeholders which are involved in project, right? So this is all about um, project stakeholders. So this is all about today's lecture. If you have any query, just raise your hand or message me personally on WhatsApp. Thank you all.